Child abuse happens more often than people know. It happens in our everyday lives to kids we wouldn't even suspect that are being abused. My name is Elizabeth Griffith, and I'm going to explain to everyone why it is important that us as child life specialists should help put an end to child abuse. As a child life specialist, we're surrounded by children every day of the week. We help them get through medical issues and health issues, so why can't we help them speak up and report it that they're being abused? Why can't we make sure that these children are going home to a proper and safe environment? Child abuse is very, very dangerous. It's not always seen, and it happens to children by their family members, by family friends, and it begins at a very early age. These children who have been abused from a very young age, they don't know any different. They don't know that that's not how life is supposed to be. They don't know that they deserve to be a child. That is why it is our responsibility to not only help with the children's health issues, but also use our psychological knowledge to determine whether or not these children are being abused. Out of the total amount of victims who received help in 2017, 95% of the children knew who their abuser was. 71% were sexually abused, and 25% haven't even started kindergarten yet. The perpetrators to these young victims are the people who the child is surrounded by every day. In most cases, abuse does start at a very, very early age, and sometimes it happens whenever parents get remarried and the child has a step-parent, and the step-parent just takes advantage of the child, which that could start at any age. This is why us adults and us as child life specialists, we need to stand up for these children who are being abused, these poor victims that don't know any better. We have to stand up for them and speak for them and be their voice. Last year, more than 65,000 children were victims in the state of Texas of abuse. That being said, about 185 children will be victims of abuse every day in the state of Texas. This is the harsh reality of what's going on in our everyday world. This isn't okay. Both sexes of children can be abused. Only 1 in 4 girl victims, and there's only 1 in 6 boy victims. But this is not okay. These children need help. These instances happen more often than people would think. They happen to your children's friends and just little kids that go to school with your children. There are plenty of signs to look for, whether it be physical or psychological. The signs include physical bruising, scratches, broken bones, and unexplained injuries. And changes in their overall behavior also indicate signs of something not going correct at home or at school. When children start acting younger than their age, that can be another sign also. And inappropriate behaviors and a fear of going home, something's not right. By paying close attention to how the child behaves can give you signals on what is going on. There are a few ways to help these victims of child abuse, but first, you need to talk about child abuse. You need to be informative of child abuse and not be afraid to say that if you think something is going on. Secondly, report it. Report that you think that something is going on. It's better to be safe than sorry. These children don't deserve this behavior. It is our job as a child life specialist to be aware of these instances and report these issues. Don't hide it. Don't be afraid to inform and report it and speak up for the kids. Why should we help as a child life specialist? Even though it isn't our job to observe and to see if a child is being abused, you're surrounded by them every day. You should be able to know if something isn't right. You should be able to determine whether or not their behavior has changed, and you should see how happy children are compared to depressed children, and you should be able to realize when something isn't going right. In our profession, we're surrounded by them, and we know the difference in children. We can see the difference in children. You work with them all day long. Every child deserves to be a kid, and they can only be a kid if they're not being abused. Child abuse needs to stop, and there's absolutely no logical reason for it. It is a serious crime that tends to be a secret within a family. We can help uncover these secrets and speak out for these children and get them out of these abusive environments, and we can get them into loving homes. I thank everybody for listening to me, and have a great day.